Yo, what is going on, guys? Spooky Bear here, and welcome back to the Grand Arena review series on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. For the 20th time, I'm going to say it's been a while, because I always feel like it has. You know, I used to do, like, the every round one, where I would do, round one, I'd review it, and then put the footage, and then post it. And it came to a point where that just became too much. Even though it wasn't hard to edit, it was time out of my life and I feel like also because the videos weren't actually that good, I feel like there wasn't really a point of making them. Because, I only, especially now, that I can't stream, I really, whenever I do post, I want it to be, even if it's not good content, I just want it to at least be well made. So I guess that's kind of where that comes from. But anyway, I only have 16 minutes to review, and hopefully I shouldn't need 16 minutes, but I'm going to go as in-depth and as little in-depth, not to spoiler. I'm going to talk as little and as much as possible. So, yeah, how am I going to do that? So, first opponent, win against Zangst, what I'm not even going to try. A decent roster, a couple G12s, couple, G13s, high GP, higher than me. I'm only at 16,000, I guess. Yeah, it's 16, no, I'm an idiot. Alright, no, it's not 16,000, I'm not even gonna try anymore. It's 1,600,000. Yeah, it's 16, whatever. 1,600,000. I'm so slow. 1,600,000. So the thing is, I'm gonna quickly do this. I'm gonna quickly go over this because I'm running out of time here. So with divisions, Division 6 is 1.6 million GP. Now for a while, I was in Division 7, and I really, I knew that if I stayed in Division 7 and didn't upgrade any characters for the 2 weeks, or however long the time period is between seasons, I would have a total advantage over every person in it. I would basically just be the ultimate, champion of, Grand Arena. And, I knew it would be easy, but it's no fun. Also because it's 3v3, and honestly, I think it's more fun when I feel like I'm the underdog, because it's worse to lose when you're technically the better player at the time. Well, you have more, but it's a better feeling to win at an underdog state. And also, I'm very impatient, and I couldn't not level up the characters I wanted to level up. But what I'm trying to say is that in all of these rounds, and probably especially going forward, I will have the GP disadvantage. That not only means that, well, they have more and more powerful characters than me, but if we ever draw, I will probably never come out on top. I did this to myself. I realized that I could have stayed in Division 7, but I just got impatient. I didn't want to. Also because I really did want to have this many kind of territories. It really does make it a lot more fun. Because, you have 2, and then 3 back here. That's crazy. I've never kind of had that many territories. I know it's also because it's 3v3, but it is kind of crazy. Okay, so first round is a no-show, and when I mean no-show, I mean a literal no-show on defense and offense. It's an auto-deploy. You can tell, I tried, believe me, I did try with these teams. I just threw random stuff at the team up top, but the team in the bottom with the JKR and the Yoda and the Vader, I tried to literally use my best team that I had for offense against it, but it just didn't work. Honestly, if I had CLS and not Lando here, I probably would have won. Because Lando sucks. Especially in 3v3. He's much better in 5v5, even though he's not even that good in general. But we'll go over to the second territory here. We have this battle with HK, Karth, and Han Solo. This one, Han shoots first. Obviously, we all know this. So I was like, how can I get the most banners here? I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember what I used against it, but I won. And then at the bottom there, against Basilisk, this weird hybrid. Again, it's an auto deploy. So, an auto deploy, if you don't know, is when if you don't set your defense, it literally just puts in your best characters. Like it will just I think this team right here, this JKR team. Like, look, if you look at their roster, those are their 3 best characters, and then their next 3 best characters is their JTR, their Bastila, and their Luke, and then so it's really there's no synergy, there's no AI thought. It literally just puts whatever is best. So you get through that wall, and then you have the sort of mediocre teams. Synergy wise, they're pretty bad, but gear wise, they're not that bad for where I am. I mean, this team down here with Karth Juhani, would probably have been a team that they would put. But, it is 3v3 and it is Carbonite Division. So, it's really you can expect anything, and that's what I love about the Carbonite Division, because it's like, you can go against the best player, the worst player, or the players that are salty about 3v3, join it and don't even play it. And then they just straight up go and they just get these crappy rewards and just let it play out. And then round 2 here against low cars. Actual player this time, so that's good. Not an auto deploy either. These are full synergized teams. We have a GeoBrood Alpha team here. It's not that good. This is not a good Geo team. The thing about Geos is that when it comes to 3v3, it's kind of just the same, but not as good. Some teams shine in 3v3, some teams don't. Like, CLS, Han, and Chewie is really good in 3v3, because those are like the trio. They're like a trio there. Padme, Anakin, and Kenobi always work in 3v3, because they're literally the trio. It's not really like you need anything else to make that team amazing. I mean, yes, 3PO and, 3PO and Chewie do help, but they're not really needed. Those are the 3 big boys of that team. The other 2 are just there. Really, they're just boosting the stats of those 3. And that's kind of the example I want to make. Yeah, I beat it. I think I take Vader against it. Or no, I don't know. Or I take Vader against Count Dooku to prevent the counterattacks. Listen, I don't know. But you'll be seeing the footage right now either way, so I know I'm wrong. But then, hopefully the footage is done rolling. I always get mad at myself in editing. But this side right here, really easy front wall. It's, really wasn't bad. Put some, pretty garbage teams against it. And then the back wall is kind of just the same, and just more, Gear 8, Gear 9 teams that aren't going to beat a good team, so they just throw them on defense. That's what I have to do here, too. I mean, this low cars guy, he has 1,700,000 GP, so yeah, he does have 100,000 GP difference, but at the same time, it's not really that different from me. It's kind of still, this was kind of a more even match compared to the other one. Luckily, it was an auto deploy, and he didn't even show up on offense. So, if you look at the fleets here, the Geo's fleet with Executrix, I think that's how you pronounce it, is pretty good. It really is good. It is it's good. It can get you off guard, especially if Geo Soldier's ship keeps getting those assists. It's something to be scared of, especially if they're at relics or even just Gear 12. It is something that you can't really mess around with. It's kind of like, your extra fleet, especially for, obviously, when you get to negotiate or malevolence and stuff, then it's obviously not even that big of a deal anymore. But on the defensive side, nothing. Really, nothing. I mean, I was hoping that this CLS team would hold a front wall, but it doesn't. They probably just put their best team against it, because everything else besides that team on my defense is garbage. Back wall is garbage. Front wall is alright, and then this wall is, again, alright. Rebels fleet here, they tried, they failed. Rebels fleet is really good. It really just is. I don't really, again, I feel like when it comes around to getting 7-star capital ships, it's obviously if you were playing the game for a while, you have it. But when they come around, I do them. But I'm really not making any progress there. My Hans Millennium Falcon farm is really coming close to finishing. It really is. I just actually promoted Slave 1 today, and then the other 3 ships are all at 6 stars. So I'm hopefully going to be getting my Hans Millennium Falcon 7 stars soon. But aside from farming, let's go to the last round. Now, this is something I'm always scared of whenever I am, climbing these ranks. And I know soon, eventually, once I get to, Division 5, Division 4, I will be getting into Galactic Legend territory. Now, that's very uncommon. It's not going to happen. But there will be people that make an account, farm nothing else, except, for example, Darth Revan, and Jedi Knight Revan, and eventually make their way to Malik. Now this is an example, but it's also not. I mean, 2 million GP is a lot. Obviously, you can see that it's a hyperdrive bundle account, so there's just all those other characters taking up GP. But if you do look at farms, I mean, a little bit on GK. They farmed that up to gear 7. That's not even a bad thing. This is still just a bunch of hyperdrive bundle stuff. They don't really level up the hyperdrive bundle characters past, literally Ahsoka. And other than that, and then everything up here, which is basically just their best characters, are all good. They're all highly geared. Not highly geared, but geared highly enough. You have all the gear 12 characters, and then you have these relic 7 characters and Darth Malik. And, of course I'm not going to beat it. I mean, maybe if I had CLS, I could have beat this Darth Revan team. Because there is a point where I feel like I get really close, but, I'm stuck behind the taunt. And, yeah, I don't even know. It was bad. I knew Darth Revan was going to be on defense, so I was, I took Lando, I put him on defense, and then I kept C-3PO and Han, and I was trying my best to make it a good offense, but nothing's gonna beat that Darth Revan. Darth Revan's really good. They didn't even attack fleet because, again, this is another thing where my fleet GP takes up a lot. It takes up at least a third of my GP, while this guy's, his fleets are awful. He has, one good fleet for defense, maybe, and that's it. He doesn't really have anything, especially not anything that can fight the rebels here. So, go up top. I'm probably just rolling footage right now of, me beating this droid team, this Count Dooku team, pretty bad teams. But then, you get here, Karth isn't that big of a deal. Karth isn't that good. The team, you think it's good on paper, but, it's really just not, especially in 3v3. But, and then you have Darth Revan here. I just couldn't get through it. I knew I wasn't gonna win this one, right? Like whenever I see the Darth Revan, whenever I see the Darth Revan, portrait, I just know I'm probably gonna lose unless they literally use unless Darth Revan is on offense, which never happens. I'm not winning. I'm just not, because even my best team can't even beat it. Yeah. That's really all for the Grand Arena review part here. I might still be rolling footage. So yeah, I went 2 for 3. Not that bad. Kyber's obviously still in grasp. I've made Kyber so many times now that I don't really need it as much as I felt like I did. That doesn't obviously mean that Grand Arena is not fun or anything. Grand Arena is still insanely fun. But the Kyber background's obviously amazing. It's so cool. It looks so much better, than anything else. But Bronzium's disgusting. But I just really want to get to Chromium because I hate the brown. Ugh, or whatever. It's the orange. It's disgusting. But I hate it. But I guess I'll just look through my characters real quick just to kind of show what I'm doing. The JKL farm is not fun. I almost have Captain Han at gear 13. If I really put in the time, I could have just farmed that piece and farmed some Kyrotech and just got him there. But I'm really taking the slow route because it's not like it really matters. Hermit Yoda and Wampa and Rolo in that regard are all really slowing it down. They're not making it fun. It's not really just kind of characters I can unlock, gear up, get to 7 stars quickly, and then, go through that gear grind. No, I have to wait, then do the gear grind. So, I went to SWGoH. If you don't know what that is, it's really good. It's SWGoH.gg. It is a website that tells you everything about not only your stats, but, all the gear levels for characters and stuff. It's really great. So I have images saved to my iPad of Hoda, Wampa, and Rolo's gear 12 to gear 13, gear requirements. So I can start farming them now in preparation for when I do get it. Like, for example, I know Hoda needs this piece. See, Hoda's going to be the first one I get to 7 stars. So I'm farming these pieces, and I'm farming that, and, slowly trying to do that as well. And I know he needs a med pack, so I have these farmed up, and I'm trying to farm these up. And then I'm just farming a bunch of things, and I know that Rolo needs basically a carbon copy gear of Han Solo's. As much as I would love to get Han to Relic, I can't. I really just can't, because it's too much. It's too much. Once I get my JKL, and again, I say once, unlike JML, JKL is not out of reach. It's really not. It's just that, they're just slow farms. JML is kind of just a dream of that I want to get. I don't really see that it's going to happen. I'm trying to unlock JTR on the side because he's a requirement for JML. I don't see myself getting Jedi Master Luke, especially anytime soon. It really does depend on how long this game stays just in the mobile gaming whatever. The mobile gaming whatever, but and then I'm going to have to relic up JKL, which I was going to do anyway. But it's I really do want to get Han to relics. If I do get my Han to relics, I'm bringing him straight to 6 or 7. I know he's required relic 6 for JML, so but that's the plan. The plan for now for farming is to slowly, I can promote him, to slowly do the farm for JTR. Very slowly. I'm not really trying that hard. Whenever something pops into shipments, and I just farm these 2 from Cantina. I obviously keep grinding Hoda and Wampa whenever I can get roll shards. I mean, I could buy her with these, but I don't want to. Again, I'm not getting Negotiator Malevolence, but, it's why even just try when, I still need to get these up anyway. I don't want to waste them when I don't really need them. But, it's going good. We're good. Farming is good. But the plan is to relic up Captain Han, which will happen definitely in the next week. I'm going to get Rolo, Wampa, and Hoda up to relics, and then right when I do that, right when I can unlock JKL, while I'm gearing him up to gear even just 11, I will do Han Solo finally. Because I could counter Darth Revan with Han, it's just that he's at gear 12. And the difference, especially for Han, to get from gear 12 to gear 13 and relics, especially relic 6, it's insane. It's such a game changer. Han goes from, doing 8,000 to, high defense to doing 55,000 to high defense. It's insane. And, this is another character that I always look at and I just want to get up, but look at this. He needs stun cuffs, he needs a stun gun, and he needs an extra car bounty. This is fine. And then farming him up is just, he's a hard node, so it's awful. It's all just bad. They all need the same gear, and it's just it really is frustrating. Wedge Antilles, I'm afraid that gear 8 is not going to cut it for the JKL event, but he needs 2 stun cuffs. He needs one of these, and this is raid gear. He needs a stun gun, of course, and why wouldn't he need a stun gun? And these are just annoying to farm. Hopefully, I can never find them in the gear, the guild event stores. So it's like, I'm farming like the same gear for every character, and that's like the other problem. It's like, ugh, it just gets boring too. But I'm gonna stop talking. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, this is just kind of bonus cookies for if you actually care about my account and stuff. But that's really about that. I'm gonna shut up now. Peace out.